Hi everybody. So I'm going through my onions that I showed you before, the ones that didn't grow very well last year, but I think can act as onion starts. And I did a video recently saying I thought it was a little too early to plant these, but my other ones are coming up. And then a YouTube friend of mine, Palmetto Prepared, Anthony, just reminded me what I was already saying. If summer coming up, it's time to put them in the ground. And then he mentioned to me that he was sprouting some cucumber and squash seeds already. And I thought, oh my God, how can you be doing that? And he says where he lives in the southeast of the U.S., and we're in the same grow zone, we're in 8A, and he's in 8A, that it's been 70 and 80 degrees there, so the soil's warm enough. Here, it's been, well, you can see for yourself, it's been raining, and it is just soaking wet out here. So I decided I should, look at my dog carrying a stick around, she's so weird. I should check the soil temperature, and I went to go pull out my trusty thermometer and my soil thermometer, which I could not find, so I ordered this beauty off Amazon. This is just one brand. I don't recommend one over another because I just don't know enough about them. But I checked the soil, my soil temperature, and you should check once a day around the same time for 3 consecutive days and then take an average. So I did it for 2 consecutive days because I didn't want to wait 3. And I'll show you at the end of this video, I'll show you what that looked like and how I did it and just how I tracked it. But I discovered that even though Anthony and I are in the same grow zone, it's only showing up to be about 48 to 52 degrees in the soil here, so it's way too early for me to plant things like he is. But we'll start some things in the greenhouse. We'll do that in the next few days, so hopefully you guys can do that with me once your seeds arrive. We'll look at that, and in the meantime, I'm going to get my supply of dirt in. But here you go. Here's how to check the soil temperature where you are. Thanks. All right, hi you guys. So it's March 31st today, and I have my soil temperature gauge out, so I'm going to start testing the soil around here to see what the temperature is. So that shows me it's like 59 degrees, so I'm going to make note that my raised bed is 50. No, wait, that's not 59, that's 49. Holy moly. 49. Damn. It's just too cold. Alright, so we're going to now take this and put it over in the test garden. So it'll be interesting to see how much colder the in earth, you know, the ground is rather than the raised bed. So I'm going to move that. I'm going to put that in there. And then we'll come back in like 10 or 15 minutes. And I am going to put a bucket over it just so it doesn't get drenched. Alright, so we're back to check the temp in the test garden out here. Sun came back for a minute, and it is, let's see, 50, or I keep saying 59, 49 degrees out here as well as the bed. Now that's interesting. But I found that they really don't vary very much. Yeah. Alright, so let's test another bed before we go to the herb garden or something. So I'm going to leave that in there for 10-15 minutes, and again I'm going to put a bucket over the top of it so if it pours rain I protect it. Alright, so we're back out to check bed number 2 and see what our temp reads out here, and it is exactly the same. 49 degrees. Very interesting. Okay, so we've tested that bed, tested this bed, test garden. Let's wander over to the herb garden that's closer to the house and put it in here and see if perhaps we get a different, oops, sorry you guys, get a different reading near the house. All right, we'll give that a little bit of time. And while that's going to go ahead and sit there for 10-15 minutes to go ahead and, you know, come up to temperature, something I mentioned before is that I still have dead branches and stuff here from last year. Seeds. Yeah, there are the little seeds. Interesting. I'll know that for next year. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that up while we're waiting for that to come to temperature. And it's a good time for you too to do any little extra cleanup. I'm noticing my asparagus stems from last year. You know, they need to be cleaned up, but check this out. Asparagus. It's already coming up this end bed here. Even though at first glance it doesn't really look like there's any, but when I started pulling out this, I noticed there's a spear here. There's a big one here. There's a small one over there. If you can see that. And let's see, I thought I saw another one. But anyway, they're intermixed in here. I want to see how many I can find in all of these containers, and maybe we'll get something going for dinner. All right, so let's wait on that temperature, and we'll check back in a few minutes. So this is pretty interesting. So the thermometer by the house is actually only reading 48. Shouldn't it be warmer here? I mean, I'm right by the house. That's condensation comes out there for, I don't know, something, air conditioning or something. And here's my propane, but that's, I would have expected this protected area to be warmer, but it's not. All right, on to the big garden. Okay, final temp check for the day. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, 52. So I'm going to guess that this is warmer because this is where I have the most wood chips. And they're probably, well, they're decomposing down there. Last year I put about 8 inches down, well, 2 years ago, and then last year we put another like 6 or so inches down. So that's interesting. This is one reason why we need to check temperatures. That is awesome. All right, so we know this is warmer. Technically what we should do is check these places for 3 days in a row and then take the average. So if it continues raining, I'll probably do that, but if it doesn't, I'm getting antsy to start planting, so I might do that. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Play it by the book or play it by the gut? I say we play it by the gut, but let me know what you think. Thanks, you guys. See ya tomorrow. Bye.